What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Trevor back again on another video. And today we're going to talk about the Minnesota Vikings because the Minnesota Vikings just yesterday just lost their second game of the season. Um, Both were like games they could have won, but if it wasn't for turnovers and turnovers at the wrong time, they could easily won these games against week one against the Bucks, week two against the Eagles. Now the defense, I thought it looked good, but then it just started giving up this just random touchdown, deep plays. Like that shouldn't happen, and that's where the offense get put in like a box. Even though the offense and special teams was putting the defense in non-advantageous spots, but yeah, I have very concern about the Minnesota Vikings missing the playoffs this year. Now, it's only 0-2. Nobody should overreact to it. But as teams get better, and we don't know how teams going to do later on in the season, it's just a thought because you got Justin Jefferson country situation. He's been balling out, most consistent receiver probably in the world. Like his bad games, he rarely has them. Even though everybody has bad games, but it feels like it's like he just don't have them as much, and that's why I'm very concerned with the Vikings because it just their situational awareness at times is pretty off. Um, yeah, I just didn't like how they just kept fumbling the ball away and just letting the Eagles just get 3 points. So I don't like. I can't. That's why I can't outright blame the defense in a degree because the offense did have like they could, like I said, they got to 28 points, so they could have did something, but yeah, it was just too many fumbles. And let's go to the Eagle side of things because even though they 2-0, it sure doesn't feel like it because throughout the first 2 weeks of the season, either it's like a combination of both. Jalen Hurts and the offensive play caller, new offensive coordinator Brian Johnson it has been very like troublesome the last 2 weeks. Now it's only the first 2 weeks and folks gotta work at the kinks, right? But I just didn't like what I saw. I don't know. The offense is too talented to be that mid. And it shouldn't be that mid at all, if I'm being honest. Um, so yeah, I'm concerned with that. Hopefully things get turned around because it's a point in the schedule where they're gonna have to face a lot of good teams, and they're gonna have to be very prepared for it. Or I don't know, they're gonna have to be careful because they're gonna lose the division to the Cowboys because the Cowboys are no joke. So we go, and I just want to use this section and talk about the Titans. Now the Titans, they have a game coming up versus the Chargers this week after losing a 1 point game to the Saints. My concern level with Ryan Tannehill is definitely a 6 or 7 right now because that wasn't like normal of what he was doing week one. And I already expressed that I want him to play in preseason because it's a new offense. He hasn't played since a day before my birthday, which was December 18th. So he haven't played since then. And he just looked like off. He can brush it off and say, "Oh, I would." Like he tried to brush it off that he was comfortable. He was not comfortable. You could tell that he was not even trusting his eyes. The play calling from Tim Kelly, I had no problem with. The offense was just fine. Ryan Tannehill was not even hitting the open guys. I knew it, that had to be the case because we was moving the ball downfield when he was hitting guys open. So it wasn't the play call. It was Ryan Tannehill. And Ryan Tannehill don't step up. I don't know what's his future hold with the Titans. I don't know. Maybe he gets traded to the Jets or something. I don't. To be honest, I don't know. I don't know. So he's gonna be on the hot seat, and let's talk about the Chargers. Now they definitely gonna be in the hot seat if they start 0-2. Even though it's still like what they still 0-2, and it really don't matter as much because anybody can turn the season around. That's a fact. But if they defense put up a show like they did against the Dolphins, even though they don't have to worry about tremendous amount of speed since the Titans don't have speed at all. DeAndre Hopkins all speed. He's not the same. NWI, he don't have a speed. He's not gonna beat you over the top. Really, the only person that can beat you over the top is Traylon Burks. So yeah, they don't have to worry about speed. They can just man coverages all game. So nothing to see there. But the concerns with Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack, they couldn't get not one pressure on Tua when they had backup tackles in the game. And even if they did have pressure, I don't think they got sacked. So that is concerning. Even though Tua gets the ball quick, I believe if you're one of the best linemen, D-line crew in the league, you should get at least a sack on that back on those backup tackles. Even though how fast Tua gets the ball out, it's similar. Okay, so what's another team I'm concerned about? Let's talk about the Jets. The Jets, we all know they just lost Aaron Rodgers to Achilles injury. He got surgery yesterday, which is good. So he's on the road to recovery, and all indications it looks like he wants to come back to the Jets. So that should be a good sign. But for the rest of the season, I don't know how the season gonna hold. I don't know if they're gonna stick with Zach Wilson with his up and down play, or they're gonna trade for a veteran QB like Kirk Cousins. Like I said with the Vikings, I don't know how this gonna look. Or Ryan Tannehill, or Jacoby Brissett or something like that, or Tyrod Taylor, which I haven't heard his name. So, um, so we'll see how the Jets look because their defense is elite. They can cause trouble for Dak Prescott, and we gonna see how Dak Prescott handle this defensive matchup. The Giants is also another team I'm having concern with. Now I forgot who they was playing this week, but that's another team I'm definitely concerned with because it starts to get loud if they lose their upcoming game, and just the way it is because the Giants, they're supposed to be this good team with Daniel Jones because they paid him this amount of money for that reason. But if Daniel Jones have this offense that's basically like easy, well not easy, baby, they basically babying him to get through the games. That's not a recipe for success because last year they told him this. They said if you don't see your first read, just go. I don't think like you can progress as a QB like that. Now, if things probably change, but I couldn't tell in a 0-40 loss. I couldn't tell, but um, yeah, I'm very concerned with them. I believe I had I should have put them on the list of teams that would be good last season, but probably be falling off this season for sure. Let's see another team I'm concerned with. I would say another team. I want to say I can't think of it right now. The Buffalo Bills. Now, I believe they're gonna have a bounce back game this week, but this Josh Allen turnover stuff has to stop because he's putting his team in disadvantages. He lost in the game against the Jets. 3 interceptions on a fumble. That's like inexcusable. And yes, we can put him in the top 5 QBs all we want to, but dog, this high low stuff from Josh Allen in year what? He's basically almost a 10-year vet, and this still going on. That should be concerning. I don't care how level or great you are when you're on. If you're still doing this crap in almost year 10, that is insane to me. That's insane. But yeah, I believe. Let me see. I said Chargers. I said Titans. I said Jets. I said Giants. I said another team. This is gonna probably be my last team, the Seahawks. Now the Seahawks, I don't like them generating only like one offensive passing yard in the third quarter is concerning because I don't know what's going on because they have the weapons, right? They defense is all right, but they truly missed out on Jalen Carter. They could easily have Jalen Carter. They could put him in the locker room because Pete Carroll said he can like mold guys like that, no problem. So the fact that they didn't try get Jalen Carter is, I don't know, that's questionable. So yeah, that's all I got. Because if they defense gonna just be mid throughout the season again, the offense cannot produce more. The offense has to produce more than 1 yard. It has to. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the teams I'm concerned with after the first week or two in the season. So yeah, if you guys like this video, like, comment, subscribe, and this is your boy Terrell, and I'm out.